Hello and welcome to TMA Live on a Tuesday in association with WD18 THE Watford fan channel. I'm the young man, don't put me in the free kick rule, Daniel Dean. Joined here by Sir Duncan, Pidge, and another little lady, a very special little lady, Miss Little Taylor Rose.
Very special guest. Very special guest. And
I think it's her third one, I'm not sure. She might get the match ball, I'm not sure. Either way, she gets it anyway.
Yeah.
But I have a bit to talk about, but one of our favourite games we love to play and beat them, hopefully. I doubt at the moment. Al-Arse, as we call them. Yes, to me, this is a very dangerous game because they're on the up and we're not. So it's as simple as that.
It's true, though.
Take it away, Dan. Go on.
Righty. What do you think team line-up then? Let's go for that.
Yes.
Go on. Yeah, go on.
So, shall we go for what we think Garcia will line up or what we want to line up?
What we want.
Well, yeah, you can.
Go on, you use your shot.
No, go on, you go. Don't go.
Guys, put this up as well.
Put it in Facebook.
If you agree with Dunk or not, which the case may be,
Say so.
Yes, please.
So, what I'd like to see is Gomez, Firmino at right back. We'll go for Prodal, Cathcart, and then. Didn't Mariappa play left back, didn't he? Yeah,
he was there. Yeah.
After he got settled in after about 20 minutes, he actually was quite solid down there. He's what you expected, very defensive, but he was actually doing quite a good job there. So I'd put Mariappa left back again rather than Hullabars.
Yeah,
you'd lose the width, but actually stop crosses coming in, which is much more important.
That's the point of a fullback, you thought, wouldn't you? You honestly thought that, yeah.
We just have extremes at this club. We either have a fullback that can't defend or a fullback that can't attack.
Tricky.
So I'm going to take the defensive ones. That's what we need a lot more right now.
Yeah.
So that's my back four. Obviously, you got Decore. Capu, I think's done quite well, so I'd keep him in the squad. Hughes up front. Richie, I think's earned his way back into the squad, so you put him on left.
Yeah.
Would you then go? So I'm assuming it'd be one up front because that never changes. So it's going to be a case of Akaka or Dini because he doesn't. You can see he doesn't take it.
Who would you go with? And she's just been sick. Go on, Carol. I think she's just thrown up when you mentioned Akaka. She did not touch it, and then she decided.
Right, in which case, that's be Dini then. That's settled. So it's going to be Dini there.
Yeah, she's all right now. She's settled down now.
Oh. There's nothing on Delafeu, so I'm assuming he's out for this one.
Yeah.
Carrillo, don't fancy him there. So who would you put there?
And
what would you? He's just done his one. Go on. Who would you put out there?
Oh, who's left? In fact, you'd have to put Janmat right. Don't put Feeney up right then. So there's my 11. So
That's your
Mariappa. So you go from Mariappa at left back, Cathcart Prodal in the middle, Janmat right back, Decore Capu, Tui shielding, Richarlison left. Then you put Hughes in middle, Firmino right, Dini up front.
Yeah.
It's pretty because I don't see us changing.
Right, I would say Prodal Maps. Prodal Maps in the centre, Gomez in goal. I just want to see Gomez play this one.
Yeah.
Penalties.
Yeah. Big shout out to Danny. We've seen Danny Iron, or Eon as Becky would say. Hello Becky as well. Big shout out to her as well. We'll see her on Sunday. Gomez in goal, like I say, Prodal Maps in the centre. Firmino at right back, drop to right back.
All right.
Left back, Holbass. Nothing doing Maps. I just think Maps and Prodal in the centre.
No Cathcart.
This is a difficult thing.
The thing is, it's nice having some decent centre backs to choose from.
I'd have him. It's either I'll shout Prodal, but it could easily be changed to Prodal to Cathcart.
But you keep Mariappa as a constant.
Maps is there as the constant one. Yeah, so it's between them. But I'm going to shout Prodal just for argument's sake. Midfield. See, I'll go with a 2 of Capu and Decore.
Picks itself, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah, pretty much. Because, like I say, like Danny said on Sunday, there was a lot that wasn't wrong with him. But what annoyed me was the thing he passed back. But I'll play him anyway. Ricky on the right. I actually put him on the right this time.
All right.
Pereira on the left. Can interchange.
That's right. Pereira's been playing quite well on the left, so that makes sense.
And I would actually.
Front?
No, or. See, who would I? No, Hughes.
So keep
In the
Hughes.
centre. So you have 3 with Hughes in the centre of a 3.
Yeah.
And then I put Deano up front because I know this is what I think he's going to play as long as I'm thinking now. Gracia's going to go with this formation. I'm going to pick that formation.
That's what I did, yeah.
Yeah, if not, I would play that, but then I would take push Hughes back in defence. I'll take Capoue out and put Hughes in the centre.
Make it 4-4-2.
4-4-2 attacking.
Yeah,
Gray
so
and
keep
Deeney up
Richie
front.
right, keep Pereira left.
My heart says 4-4-2 attacking with Hughes in midfield.
Which I'd agree with, yeah.
I would. That's the formation I want.
Yeah.
But I think
and you have Deeney and Gray or Deeney or Okaka?
No, I'd have Deeney up front because Okaka's not fit at the moment.
Yeah.
He's just cannot
so
play.
Deeney and, if you're playing 4-4-2, would it be Deeney and Gray then?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So a lot of these guys, and hello, this is Becky's just Taylor saying hello as well. So put out a team that wants to play for the honour of wearing the badge and proud to be a Watford player.
So Mariappa's one of them then.
A lot of these players, a lot of these people are saying, a lot of the guys are saying, even everyone out there are saying that we just basically want to see a bit of steel and a bit of commitment from the whole team, not 1 or 2 individuals carrying everyone else. We just want to see
Gomez, Mariappa, preferably cleverly. If you
just the whole team, just all working in sync. This is not a brand new team anymore. This is not 5 games into the season.
Some of these players have known each other for years. Some of these have played with each other for years.
We've still got a lot of the original Premier League side.
Yeah.
We still have, haven't we?
I'd like to see 4-1-2-1-2 is what I'd like. But
Go on, what is it?
Gomez, Flamina, Prodi on Goughcott, Maps on left, Decore just in front of the defence. Hughes and Pereira. And I'd like to see Richarlison behind the front 2 with Gray and Deeney. But that never happened.
That's experimental.
I'd like to see that.
It's a good shot. It's a good shot.
I like the idea.
It's a
what I'd like us to do, I'd like us to try and play. What is it I do? I do sort of. You say 4-1-2-1-2.
Yeah, like defensive midfielder.
That's how I'd like to see.
Yeah, would never do it. Would
if I'm doing that, I'd actually still go with Janmaat as fullback.
Oh, okay.
As right back. So I go Janmaat, Cathcart, Mariappa.
Yeah.
Then I could probably go with Holobar still.
Okay.
There's your back four there. Gomez in goal. As you say, I'd do what you do. Decore.
Yeah, just in front of the defence.
Yeah. If Chalobah's fit, he'd go there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But he's not.
So.
Yeah.
No.
Jason has said, and this is one thing that I know we've went on for months now.
Yeah.
He says, this is Jason Martin. Good shout out, mate.
What's he saying?
We need to play 2 up front.
Yeah,
everyone completely agree with Jason. Completely 100%. We've been shouting this out for ages.
Because Deeney's been isolated. So he's actually been winning quite a amount of headers recently. But even if he wins them, where's the support?
Yeah,
true.
No, against Huddersfield, I noticed he won quite a lot of headers. He was playing quite well that game, I thought, winning a lot of headers, going for flick-ons.
Yeah,
but there's no one there.
No.
For every 5 he won, maybe one of them actually came to us.
This is a game he's got to put 2 up front. If we lose it in the end of the world, but it's getting there, isn't it?
You're looking at the mathematical.
It's demoralising.
Yeah. We win this one with mathematical.
It's demoralising as well for fans, players, everyone.
Of course it is.
And for the people, we watch it on stream most of the games. We've been to 5 at least. We always go to 7 or 8 a season. Yeah. But it's the guys like yourselves, the Moveses, and a lot of the other guys out there are watching this that go home and away. And watch some of the tripe that we say. The team's not going to play world class every game.
We don't. The thing is, you don't expect
commitment.
That. Yeah,
just commitment. That's all we said. And no one can moan. And we said this from the very start. If we come out and just play a bit of commitment, if we lose 3-0, no one can play. So we couldn't do anymore. The team was better than us. That team we've just played, be it Brighton to Man United or Man City, whoever. They were better than us. We can't say we will not knock them. Can't knock them.
The thing is, when we played Huddersfield, the far side particularly,
they
were harrying us expertly so, like Liverpool does against teams. The only difference is the end product. Huddersfield struggles like we do.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. There was commitment. You saw Huddersfield committed and trying, whereas you saw us just too lackadaisical. Second half, much improved. But the damage was almost done in that sense because they had they were at the front foot the whole game.
Thing is though as well, you look at it, it could be the case of look what we were like first season back in the Prem. And it's not an excuse. I just think the fire in the belly from that first season is still there. They've got something to fight for. They knew they had a direction. We're mid-table. We've had a poor season in general. We're not
Lower
really
mid,
going to go
yeah.
down, low mid, but pretty much mid-table.
Yeah,
We're not really going to go anywhere.
No.
We're in that sort of. And to be honest, I think Tom Ince actually hit the nail on the head that he actually said they're suffering from the end of the season blues. Pretty much a lot, and it's not excusing them, but that it sounded like it looked like they're already on the deck chairs. The performance did,
which is what's happened last two times as well.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound negative. This is just observations that
It's a thing, and the thing is
out.
that doesn't stop with Garcia. That stops at the players because it's a theme with the same players.
Yeah,
the same core of players, and you keep seeing the same repetition each season.
When me and Paul were talking about that, saying it can't just keep being the manager these last minute goals because we've had 3 managers.
And I did say to you that I would put my hands up and say that.
Yeah,
even though I said that, I've always said with Silva started the rut that got him sacked.
Yeah.
But if it happened after Gracia,
then
I would put my hands up. And this bit now is down to the players.
Yeah.
This bit now, I will fully blame the players.
Yeah.
I don't blame Gracia for a lot of this because he's trying to, you saw it. I said he's the Allardyce of Spanish football, which is not always a recommendation.
No.
He's trying to keep it tight. He's trying to deal with
what he's got.
It makes sense, yeah. And the thing is, though, he can't run for them. He can't make the tackles for them. And
he can try and get them into the right position, but it's up to the players to actually stick to the plan and actually
stick to the plan and try and execute it. If we execute and the team's better than us, like I say once again, we can't complain because they've done what the manager said.
No, the thing is,
the commitment is not the manager's thing. They can cheer them up as much as they want, but the players have got to want to play as well. If
it's once, it happens.
Yeah.
If it's twice, it's coincidence. If it's thrice, there's actually something fundamental within the squad.
Yeah.
And that doesn't stop at the manager because it's been technically 4 managers, although Silva, yes, he started the run.
But technically,
3-4 head coaches now with the same sort of squad, each following the same pattern. Strong start, started in the middle, declined at the end. 3 times in a row in exactly the same pattern. You see the games, it's about the same form. They're about.
Yeah.
So at that point, it falls with the player and not the manager.
There's a pattern every season now. No matter how good we start, there's a pattern, and because we were so good at the start, we're not in the shit because we had relegation fall for a lot this season.
Yeah.
Especially away. I mean, we had
like
since November.
Mazzari had a great purple match at one point, and that's what saved us last time.
Yeah,
we lost 8 on the bounce in the running, didn't we? 6-8 on the bounce.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, you agree?
Well, following that, I know. Taylor.
You're just staring at it. Right, some of the guys are coming on. So Jason once again said if we get Deeney holding up the ball up and we bed someone in who can run onto the ball and score the goals, that's fine.
Yeah. Do you mean like a grey by any chance?
Yeah, it's good shout actually. Right, Mr. Les Cheeseman said, ask my mate how we played at Huddersfield. He was still swearing about it when I walked away 5 minutes later. Mr. Watford Willie Mick said, can we beat Palace in this form at the moment? I can't see it.
No, absolutely.
Jason's come back and said, the only reason I say this is because this is about the 2 up front, is because I learnt this when I broke the World Guinness World Record for playing in the world's longest football match, which we were playing in a day one, which we will shout out. Bjorn said, evening Bjorn, he said, I can't see us beating Palace. Yeah, he did say Palace actually. Mate, if we actually can see us beating Palace if we actually turn up. Jason's coming thing, so 2 up front is better. Yeah. And then Mick said the player have to hold their hands. The players have to hold their hands up.
Yeah, which is
for the poor performance. And on that note, no, as Mick would say, just no.
We got to be careful with this Palace game because they could turn up and smack us 4-0.
If Zaha turns up, we're going to have one hell of a.
Townsend's doing all right. They've got Benteke up front.
Benteke's been abysmal this season, but
that was our defending.
The thing is, though, no matter how bad the rest of them play, Zaha always tears us a new one.
Yes, he does.
Always, every game.
That's why we got to double up. Are we going to double up on him or leave people one-on-one with him?
I've said it many times. Zaha ruined Naya when he was here. From when he joined us up to the Palace game at home a couple of seasons ago, he was a fantastic right back, and then Zaha murdered him. He completely murdered him.
He's one of them players that just likes playing against us, and he likes playing against us.
Like Tom Ince.
Well, he certainly does at the moment, doesn't he, Mr. Ince?
I played Britos against Zaha and just smash him straight away.
Do you play Britos at the back?
But they don't test
Britos.
Yeah, maybe, because they weren't forming a bad partnership when they were playing.
Watford Steve said,
I
I don't think it helps that we're getting players in who have had a run of games, then start looking at moving on potential instead of knuckling down. The Decore thing is, the thing with Decore is we were going to get rid of him anyway. Walter was going to get rid of him.
Why would Decore have loyalty for us when we didn't really have much loyalty for him?
Well, Walter certainly didn't.
That's
anyway,
my point.
Yeah.
From Decore's point of view, you can't really blame him. We bought him, then almost half forced him to go to Granada to keep them up. Then we brought him back. Mazzari nearly shits him off. He's about to, and then he's recalled at the last second. Barely features until there's an injury crisis and then forces his way in through lack of choice. I know. And then,
exactly, yeah.
And then he's able to keep his spot despite Mazzari, not because of him.
Yeah.
And now he's had a breakthrough season because he's had a proper chance. And they want to move on to a club that'll give him more faith.
Yeah. Yeah,
from the get-go.
You look at it that way, and it could easily be that. So
that's why
decent shout.
There's only 2 years yet on his contract as well.
Yeah.
Yes, he can still make a nice little chunk of money on his 1-year contract, but versus 2-year contract, the 2-year contract, you're still in strong position bargaining wise.
Yeah.
But you're on limited time.
Yeah, you are actually.
We definitely need to take a lead against Palace because they were growing confidence. We get frustrated.
Well, Jason's come back again and said we need to stop Zaha at all costs. We know that.
Double up on him. We've got to double up on him. Don't leave some poor sod one-on-one with
him. On paper, we have the best team and squad. Get our big lumps at the back and kick a few early doors and not red card kicks. But at least
just take a yellow card. Just smash. Proper whack. Proper whack at all. Proper whack. If you get away with it, fair play.
Or a few niggles that the ref will just say, "Oi."
Yeah.
Just to say, you're going to have a game today.
Because I think Darren said that. We're missing that player at the moment.
We're missing a Barami, or Cleverly.
Cleverly, me and Paul were saying, Cleverly was that sort of player. Just go, win it fairly, but a proper cruncher to get the crowd.
Do you remember last season, Cleverly, that slide tackle on, was it, it wasn't
quite a few he done some.
Now, it's a slide tackle actually got the entire game momentum switch of that tackle.
I think me and Paul saw that. I think one was there.
He did a Phil Neville version.
He came from behind, hooked his leg round the ball, got the ball, and then the player didn't harm the player, but, took him out.
Yeah, got the ball.
And the momentum just switched with us. This is when we beat them 2-0, 2-1 at home with a man sent off. It was that game.
Yeah, me and Paul went and saw
the momentum of that game switched because we had someone who had impetus.
They're going to play it on the wings. You pretty much take Zaha out of the game, you're near enough gone. Not guaranteed, but you've got 60% of their team, maybe 70%.
Then most of their play goes through Zaha.
Yeah, go to that side.
Like at one point, 90% went through Richarlison at one point for us.
Yeah, I think my mum's on the podcast, but it's more like my dad's probably watching as well. So shout out to the parents in the house. I just think I agree with Dado with this. It's about 60, at least 60% of their play, 75 minimum on it still.
Probably,
goes through, but minimum, definitely 60% of it, or even on a bad day, goes through Zaha.
Even if it gets past you, just give him a little pull. You probably get away with it. It's just frustrating. Just give him
we did that away. We gave him a few knocks. He started whinging, and the ref just went,
"Get up." Just don't touch him in the box.
He will. I guarantee there'll be at least 3 incidences of box.
Yeah. And one of those will probably be a penalty.
They're both watching, apparently. I'll just shout that. Go on.
I agree. There's going to be probably, say, 3 events. One of them, I think, will be a penalty.
Yeah.
Just stand him up. Don't dive in. He's going to want it, and he's just going to have to stand him. Well, basically, don't let him have the frigging ball.
Yeah,
I don't know whether to play a 3-5-2, but it's hard because
we need to nullify
Zaha gets behind you.
You need to stop the surface from Zaha, and you need to nullify the height from, which is hard, but nullify the height with Benteke.
Well, we got tall Prodigal, weren't we?
Prodigal is suitable. If you man mark him with Benteke, he will take him out the game because Prodigal is exactly the type of player you want for it. Do you remember Man United at home when we beat them 3-2? I think it was 3-1. He completely took out Ibrahimovic the entire game.
He's big, strong,
and that is no mean feat.
No. Well, you know why I said Firmino? I mean, you said it as well, and so did you. But we said Firmino at right back because Zaha plays on the left.
Yeah, exactly.
Pace-wise, there's no. Pace-wise, they're both
equal.
They're equal.
You basically
say to him, stop him crossing, stop him cutting inside. You're quick enough, and then you get Prodil to man mark Benteke, and you're pretty much taking their whole attacking threat out. Puncheon and Townsend are good players.
But they're not that level.
So
they're not Zaha.
But I'd rather have those two marks than Benteke and Townsend or something like that. I'd rather
I agree. And then you just tell Hardbars.
I think we should beat them in midfield as well.
And then you tell Hardbars, please try and get back for a change, please.
Yeah.
I hope I like Yamat, but like I said, I'd rather have Firmino there. I think so. Yamat will do all right job.
So you put Richarlison right for it.
They don't like players running at them.
No.
Look at what they did.
We don't either.
We haven't got, but looking at from our point of view, because we know the best form at the moment, we're not defending, so let's attack them. Best form of defence is attack.
So
let's just attack them then.
You want that most direct play, so Richarlison, Pereira, Hughes.
Richarlison run at them. Look at we haven't got. Obviously, we haven't got a Salah, but. You know, look what he did at them, and he was 2 or 3 times he ran down the wing. And they can do not. I know we don't, but like I say, once again, we're looking at
5.
We're 5-5-5. Just keep the ball away from our back line as much as we can, and that's what Silva's philosophy was when we pushed him so up past the field. A lot of the teams, the best form of defence was attack, and it seemed to have worked that time.
But it took some work by Speroni, really. That kept them in the game at that point.
Well, Townsend don't get it back a lot, and all the Zaha, so like Paul said, attack, and you've really got a couple of players up.
And
if they get him back, like you said, they're further away from our goal.
The idea is you overload a situation, so it's 3-on-1, 2-on-1. That's the idea, you overload it. So if those two are up front, you've already got man advantage. I know.
She thinks man advantage.
Just follow up. No, they're going to... It's going to be an interesting game, I tell you.
Guys, while we're at it, all 3 of us, including that young man and Sir Dunk, we've got our Ashby St Eve T-shirts. Just remember, go on Google Ashby St Eve. Go on to Jim Cook's fabulous website. It's got Watford superhero T-shirts, gifts, souvenirs, and also if you've got friends who support the other clubs, he's got a few superhero T-shirts for them as well. He's got a brand new Leicester playoff semi-final T-shirt with a famous commentary with a Dini score and all that sort of stuff, all that game. Pop along over to Ashby St Eve over on the net. You can message Jim Cook or Seren, give them your ideas, and just remember, Seren, sweets for all.
Sweets for all.
Yes, done it. Sweets for all. Yes. Yes, it's going there. I've got my cup run is still going.
Fist bump, so
it's fist bump, broke fractals around there. Fist bump, Sweets for all, Unit 5, Watford Market. It'll be open till 1 o'clock on a match day. He does his own little sweet stuff for the fans. Special discount as well, guys. So pop down to Unit 5 in the Watford Market, Cicerone's sweet shop.
Sweets up to 1 o'clock because he goes to the game.
Yeah, up to 1, like I say, up to 1 p.m. Yeah, it's shocking. Yeah, he always has to close early.
Yeah, full weekend. It's full weekend.
We've heard there's a football game on a Saturday, so I reckon he might not be there. Yeah,
and we'll be there.
And we are going as well. So
it's
a good shout out to Jamie Evans
for
the whole season. Thank you.
Are you climbing over the fence to get there?
No,
this is not the 70s.
We'd like to. We go every week.
Just remember, I'm going to switch to my dad because my dad reckons he did that with my uncle and used to climb in the little gap when they were kids. I mean, I think my granddad actually paid, and they used to sneak in the side, coming out of my nan's, which is the other side of the family stand, and sneaking into the little rat. Those critters. If I get my hands on them,
Jamie's still there.
yeah. Dino still tries to do it, but he realises they actually turnstile themselves. So they stitched up my dad there because he got in a few times for free.
Can't argue with that.
And his favourite player is Cliff Holton, so I shout out his favourite player as well. So yeah.
So, what's next in the
Randall Williams, who scores for Wickham.
Yeah, fair play to him. Good education at Wickham as well.
He's goals.
He's actually got a year extension as well.
Oh, has he really?
Randall Williams and someone else.
Yeah,
did he come from Palace?
Yes, he did. He was released by Palace and then moved to here. It's my understanding.
Yeah, it's a decent player, decent young player.
Yeah. Promising player.
He's fairly young, like 20, 23, something like that.
So he's coming into the time where we sort of say it's now or never sort of time.
Yeah, and we're giving the year extension, so obvious. And the thing is, Denon Lewis, do you remember at one point he was meant to be our big talent?
Yeah.
He's just been released.
Oh.
Yeah. Him along with what's his name? So you've got Nathan Gartside, he's being released. Carl Stewart, he's being released.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of sort of long-term youth names we've had around now. They're all being released. Whereas Randall Williams and can't think of the other one, began with M. I'll come back to that one. But there has been 2 players who have been offered. I think the Randall Williams is a automatic extension. We have the option to, so we've taken it. Other one is a second-year scholar. We've offered a contract to. So one's guaranteed and one's waiting, likely.
Who's the lad we just signed forward on a professional deal? Yeah.
Ryan Cassidy.
That's the one, and people are saying he's an enigma. This guy is apparently absolutely quality.
Yeah.
They reckon he's got goals. He's a Conley at that age for his goal scoring.
It's so we don't end up having another. What was his name? Went to Man City.
Yes, I know who you mean. Not
but then went to Dortmund.
Yes, because we don't want nothing like that on our hands again, because this kid.
He's going to be that sort of level.
Yeah.
There was another one. I wish I wrote it down there. We're trying to sign a Celtic defender or something.
Give me a sec.
I think he's Norwegian. I wish I wrote it down now. I couldn't
get the news out. Yes.
Yeah, it was some Celtic defender. I think he was 27. He was Norwegian. I can't.
I'd buy Dembele off of them.
Cool. Yeah.
I know it costs a lot of money, but that's the only one I'd buy off of him. I certainly wouldn't buy Sinclair.
Oh, why not?
Which one, Jerome Sinclair or?
You must have a lot of money to drink it.
Martin Terraces? No. No.
Celtic centre back.
No, guys, we are having a meet-up. We're going to do it at the Red Lion. Yes, it's expensive. Yes, we're going to have one drink there.
Yes, one.
That's it, one drink. We'll get there. If you get there at 1:30, we'll just have a quick meet-up at the Red Lion, because obviously the bunker's shut. So, guys, if you don't know, they've shut the bunker.
I shouldn't have told you.
In a way, yeah. He don't know where it is anyway.
Now?
The bunker's shut. For the home game. Apparently, this is the story. You can go on 1881 anyway. A lot of it's down to they're doing a whole. It's a good thing anyway, because they're shutting it down and coming back even stronger next season. The expansion, every single game is going on. If you go there, obviously we don't go there as much as some of the other guys, but every time we go there, you see them pushing it back even more, more space. Yeah, well, anyway, yeah, you don't know where it is anyway, but. Just remember, guys, it is going to be shut. It's a lot of time because they're getting more and more people. And like I say, it is a good thing that they've shut it. Also, there's a few things they're doing, a foil display. And I think you have to get outside. Where is it? 11 o'clock.
Is it?
It's 11 o'clock to help out the guys. I think you can get to 11 o'clock beyond the Rookery. But check 1881's forum, because they've got more details about that, because they need volunteers for Saturday, because there's a massive display they're going to do for the Palace game. So, yes. Does Duncan know where the Red Line is? We'll
surprisingly.
Yeah. There's something called a football ground next door to
it's there now. It's there now.
Right, 1:30, Red Line, TMA meet-up. We're going there for one drink, because it costs about £20 for a pint. That's a shout-out to the Red Line. But we will be in there, boys, so come along and have a chat. And if you've got any ideas for the show, please give it out. We're not going to bite your head off. If it's humanly possible to do it, we will try and do it for you guys. Yeah, we will try and accommodate you guys. So if you come and say hello to us and give us your ideas.
It's expensive in there.
Yeah. Les, do come in regardless, mate, and just buy yourself a Coke if you need to. Come and say hello, mate.
Can't go that.
We'll hold his hand as he crosses the roads as he gets there, till he gets there. So this is what the Watt family's like. They're they're going to show. We'll meet you.
Yeah.
Near the burger van, near the football ground, that club shop.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll meet you by the club shop. Mick will hold your hand. Deano will buy you 4 pints.
That's it.
Shout out to the Les. Right. No,
I'm going to hold you to that.
Honestly, back to what said, Randell. Like I said, with Gareth Ainsworth.
Yeah.
I really, as a lower league manager, he's one of the best round.
Yeah. And do you remember Luke O'Nine's there as well? Luke O'Nine is putting up trees at Wickham. And he was released. I still think that was a mistake letting him go, but he might not have developed as he has now because of it. But he's been superb for him as well.
Yeah.
Would you take a risk on, this is loan because he's going to be a brilliant player, I've mentioned before, on Ben Foden of City, the youngster? Would you take a risk on loan? You're never going to buy him.
Foden, I'd have Foden
just
on loan.
for a season alone.
Yes,
can't buy him, he's going to be too good. But to bring in, maybe not start, but now and then, with a young team, what we're building, bring in a young quality that
I'd have Foden all day long. I'd definitely have Foden.
Because City would give him to us.
If we're playing two up front, yeah. Is Foden built for being more a Tiger Man type though?
He's an attacking player.
He's attacking. I'm not doubting that.
You play him in a centre role with another player that does the dirty work.
I'm saying, but you
cleverly or the
yes. Are you saying you're playing 2 up front then? Because we're not playing 2 up front. Will he suit what we're trying to play?
He can play alongside Hughes as an attacking 2 in centre. You could play as a 1 holding, 1 sweeper like Decore if he stays. You play Hughes and Foden.
A big if.
Push on a little bit. Or if sod Decore then, if he's gone, just say he's gone. Chalobah does the holding.
That's it. Chalobah's fine for that role.
Yeah, and you interchange because then by that time, if we did have this kid on loan, you'd have Cleverly back as well. So you could have 4 in midfield.
And he's English.
And he's English as well as another English lad.
I just watch him. I watched him in that tournament. He works hard. He ain't just a forward. He's back forward.
No, he's a
very intelligent player for his age. I'd love to take a check because City would give him to us. It'd be the clause you don't play against us.
Some players take years if ever develop like a true footballing player, whereas some of them are born with it almost.
Yeah. You know, I reckon Guardiola would give him to us on loan.
Yeah.
Like I say, it wouldn't be the clause you're playing against us. That'd be out the window. You ain't playing against us if you go. But to get experience with a good little club like Watford, I reckon you could get it. His wages won't be too ridiculous to afford. 20 grand, maybe 30. If that.
Probably not even that.
Yeah. Throw us that pillow. Taylor says good night, everyone.
Yeah, so talking about pad arse, but asleep.
Can't blame her.
Yeah, she's going to sleep. Yeah, a big shout out to Chemo and Mark who've come online as well. Randell, like you said, with his year extension, I think it's basically
makes sense all round.
Yeah, it's give him this year, now or never sort of thing. Because if he's not going to break in at 25, 26, he's never going to break in.
No.
To be fair on the lad. I mean, he's got every chance he will.
Just like any player we have.
Yeah, certainly. And like I said, Kubiak's on his last.
But he seems to be doing quite well at Scotland, which is good news for him.
That could possibly be a best fit. To be honest, I can't see him at the moment. I'd love him to come break in, but I cannot see him breaking in.
No.
And people say, well,
he needs regular football. He needs regular week in, week out football.
I mean, out of him and Dean, I think he's and it would be a good shout. If someone says, well, our lot are not exactly scoring hat-tricks every game, but Kubiak in lower league wasn't really doing it. And to be honest, Scottish Premier League, or Scottish Division, Scottish Championship, or
it's
Scottish
not pushover, but it's not equivalent.
Probably be his level.
Yeah,
I would think.
Unless he can actually find another gear, since I think it'll be similar to Luke 09. If he's going to develop further, he'll probably need to leave the club, get lower level regular football to develop his game.
Yeah.
Yes, he will be leaving better training facilities, but nothing matches an actual competitive game.
No.
In the same way, playing for the under-23s, under-21s, what do you call it now?
Yeah.
That isn't the equivalent of playing physical football, men football. You see academy players, when they move, always say, it's a huge difference in the actual game. Academy football, end of the world, doesn't matter if you win. You're playing men's football, you're playing lower league, bonuses are on the online there. People are playing for money and then some, as well as promotion, relegation, genuinely.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference in mentality.
There is, and that like I said, it'd probably suit him better to be up there. Yeah. I think really with your Kubiak,
to develop that mentality, to develop that side of the game, you don't easily get it in academy unless you either are extremely talented.
Physically, it's much better as well.
Yeah, and or lucky as well.
Yeah. Playing one up front is okay as long as you have a player that could work hard, and Deeney is not wilted too big and slow. I think so. You get a bit more of a judge about him if this is from Mick, by the way. Good shout out, Mick. You get about him being a bit too slow, but he doesn't work up front on his own. He needs a player like Iggy.
We've always said that.
Always said that, and he doesn't work well on his own. I mean, it seemed to have worked better when Silva was here because he played, in effect, he played one up front, but with two more than wingers that acted as forwards.
Yeah,
that's what we did against Chelsea.
Or what we did when they had Igalo and Deeney. You were technically playing up front with them because Deano was playing behind him, but they were so narrow. That's why it worked.
I still think we're massively missing Delafeu. Massively.
Changed them.
That goes without saying.
The whole attacking mentality of that team.
That goes without saying. We certainly are.
Yeah.
Would either one of you take a chance on Balassi? Because he's out of favour at Everton. For the
Yannick
right
Bolasie,
price.
yes, I would.
For the right price. Not ridiculous.
For the right price.
Not 20 million.
I'd still have McCarthy. I'd still bring in McCarthy. James McCarthy.
Yeah,
He's still about
player.
27, 28. He should be
fit, he's a good
when he's fit. He's had a bad luck last couple of years, but apart from that, before that, him and Gareth Barry were solid in that midfield.
Yeah.
That was one of the most stablest midfielders in the Premier League in terms of their consistency. They weren't the greatest midfield. They weren't like a David Silva, De Bruyne, but as a consistent pairing, like the Baines and Coleman thing, they were solid. And I'll tell you what, I'd have John Joe Kenny as well as a backup to Firmino.
Yeah, he sort of impressed me.
Or Holgate as a left.
Holgate, I'd like Holgate.
Holgate, yeah, I have been impressed with Holgate.
Yeah, I know we keep going on about these guys, but tell you what, a lot of those players next season will be up for loan. Like I say, with the Fodens, I tell you what, the best bet, like I say, going on about the Foden thing, why don't we just go to Man City and see if we can get a couple of their youngsters on loan, just to beef up the squad, and they're a good young talent
of good standard.
Of good standard, yeah. And Foden is of that, and I don't think he'll play many games to City. Probably play 10 games, 10, 15 games max.
Who would you rate? Who would you rate out of Stoke if they go down?
Shaqiri.
I tell you, I would like. I don't like. Who was it? Shawcross.
I like Butland.
I'd say
Butland will be too much.
Butland's going to be out of
Shaqiri,
the little power cube.
I'd have Shaqiri all day long.
Shaqiri was super.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't have Bojan because he's too injury prone.
Joe Allen.
Yeah, reasonable.
It's a sub, maybe.
Right, who would you have at Stoke, guys? Who would you have?
They've got Choupo-Moting, haven't they, as well?
Just like, let's say for argument's sake, then West Brom go down, Southampton. Who's the other one?
You got Stoke. Who else?
Stoke as well.
Southampton.
Out of those three teams, who would be your top three players if we could afford them? From each team. You can go for free at Stoke, but your top three, who would you play? I would say Shaqiri, Rodriguez. James Rodriguez. I would not take Long because his goal scoring record is shocking. It really is. I'd rather have Andre shocking like that. That's why it was shocking.
Is Darren Fletcher playing for one of them?
I wouldn't have Fletcher's too old.
No.
Well, experienced though, isn't he?
But we don't need experience in the squad. Most of us.
I don't know. We're getting to a young squad again.
But we're not young. Again, Chalobah's been around the block for how many years now?
I think because when we're young, players fit. If
they're young, but
he won't get a look in.
I'd say they're young, but they're not straight from the academy.
2 years ago, I'd have Fletcher.
Yeah.
2 years ago, and Gareth Barry. I don't know. 2 years
I'd
ago,
agree
not
with that.
now.
I wouldn't mind Shawcross because he was absolutely superb.
Danny Iron put Shawcross. Danny Iron's put a good. Danny Iron's put a good thing in. Yeah. I'd have Vimmer.
Vimmer?
He's underperformed massively.
Yeah, true. Ryan Shawcross.
He was
superb. I've never seen anyone out-Mark Deeney so much.
I'll tell you what, he's put a good thing is Rondon. If we're going to play one up front, because he's probably better at Deeney to suit a one up front.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Again,
I'd still bring Jay Rodriguez alongside him.
The only thing I said about Rondon, this is at best, he's got similar technical ability at best to Deeney. His finishing, what I've seen, is worse than Deeney's, who's actually has very good standard. However, his physique, his stamina, and his style of play suits a one-man up front a lot more than the other players we have.
Right, I'm going to throw these out. You all said Peter Crouch.
Yep.
And he's also said Austin from Southampton. That's another one.
Injury prone.
Really
I like the idea of Austin, but
Ryan Bertrand. Danny Iron's saying Ryan Bertrand.
Yes, that's
the one. Yes. Thank you. That is the what. That's moved one of my top three. Ryan Bertrand.
There's a really good midfielder.
Tadic.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Tadic.
Great little midfielder.
Tadic.
What about that guy Romanu?
Romanu, one who played for Chelsea, was it?
Mario Lemina.
No, you got
replacement for Decore.
You got Lemina.
You got
Romanu. That's it.
I take Lemina.
I'll take either one.
Bertrand's excellent.
Bertrand's a
top shout.
Bertrand all day long.
That's a top shout.
Yes, that is probably the best shout, and that's no.
Would you take Foster from West Brom? Do you think we have enough goalkeepers?
Would we have enough money? Because they would say English, and he's an English
international. He's 34 now. His contract wouldn't be that long.
Or Fraser Foster?
No, no, Ben Foster.
Oh, Ben Foster.
No, I wouldn't have Fozzie back now. Nothing against it. I wouldn't have Fozzie back. I'd rather have Dahlberg.
Yeah,
fair enough.
No,
close, probably like top 5, I think, Foster, but
Cool, Bertrand. I've totally forgot.
Bertrand is top one. Bertrand is number one.
But not Kieran Gibbs.
Gibbs. I was about to say, funny. I was literally about to say Gibbs.
Neil said Shaqiri, Barry, and Allen. I'll take Barry out of that, Neil, and I would certainly think about Allen.
And Shaqiri.
Definitely Shaqiri.
So Shaqiri, Bertrand. Do we agree with that?
Rodriguez.
So we've got two of the three. You think Rodriguez? You think?
I don't mind either Rodriguez.
I prefer
Tadic
Rondon
as well.
I take Rondon.
It's an interesting.
Lemia, he's a very good player.
Yeah,
we looked at him at one point, wasn't it?
Yes, we were. At the same time, it was quite early in the season, around that time period.
Evening, Chrissy Bell.
Because Lemender was quite highly rated at some point as well. Then eventually moved to Southampton.
Boys, where do you think we're going to strengthen, guys? Honestly, what part do you think that the whole place?
Central midfield is pretty much locked down. If Decoro goes, we'll get a light.
We need to move a couple of centre backs out and bring a couple of younger ones.
Centre backs, yeah,
and another forward.
Definitely another forward.
Yeah,
because we have success.
Goalkeepers are pretty much sorted one way or another. You've got Gomez, Dahlberg, and Bachmann. Let's say that's your three.
But here's a question. And this is not harking on about the past. I know that this is Deano's show and he wants to get a few. Would you get Vidra back?
Yes.
Yeah, I love Vidra.
I would say now.
If you're playing two up front.
Yeah, if we're playing two up front with Deanie and Vidra.
Because Vidra's, honestly.
But you've got Vidra, the pace.
Cool.
No, but then you wouldn't have a focal point. You'd have two pacey strikers next to each other.
I'd have Vidra back. I wouldn't have Fessy back.
Fessy's actually got much more injury prone.
His ego is too much as well now. He's got Sheffield Wednesday. His ego's got. A couple of years ago, I would have had Jordan Rhodes. Yeah, I would have Jordan Rhodes.
Yeah, I think you're saying about him. Yeah,
God, I forgot about him.
I'll tell you the player I would really want is at West Ham is Lanzini. We could got
work in progress.
I'd still have Lanzini.
Lanzini's all right. Again, that's neither here or there for me. That doesn't excite me. And it doesn't disappoint me either.
Yeah, Bjorn's said yes. 20 Vidra.
Again, if you're playing two up front, in which case, if you're playing two up front, why not just stick with Gray?
Danny Irons said Neon.
I didn't mind Neon.
As a backup, I would.
I really didn't mind Neon.
Neon, you know what you're going to get. He's again, a bit like Mariappa if you put him at fullback.
Does his job, doesn't he?
Yeah, but there's also a reason why we moved him on as well. In that sense, because he had a strong deal.
Similar to Ake, weren't it? They both forward near the end of the season. Both were good at the start and then forward.
I'm saying there's a reason. Again, there's also a reason why he's in a relegated team as well.
Chrissy Bell saying Gray's the man, but must have a lump up top. Chris, we will never. You're preaching to the converted, mate. We've said this for everyone. 110% agrees with you, mate. Gray will play better with the guy up top, and Deeney will play better with a guy up top. Even if it's Deeney or Kaka, if a Kaka actually pulls his finger out his ass and gets himself
or more accurately, Deeney Gray, which would make sense.
Deeney Gray's better. What I'm saying is Deeney Gray from now and still would be the better option. But even if it was Deeney and Kaka,
would you go Deeney Sinclair?
No, I'll put Sinclair on the wing if I was going to put him. I wouldn't put Sinclair up front.
2 weeks.
Not yet, anyway.
Got to sell him.
That's what I do.
Sinclair's gone.
He's a dud.
Yeah, he is.
Danny Irons a rascal. I was joking. Yeah, now he knows we're talking about it.
Yeah, all right.
Mr. Iron, I will see you Sunday, young man. Yeah.
The problem is with Watford now, we're going bigger and better now. We're not going backwards. We're the players.
The only one I would say is Vidra. The only one.
That's the only one. Yeah. Because Abdi's regressed, Fessy's regressed, and that pains me to say.
Yeah, it's a shame because I wanted Fessy back last transfer window.
Yeah.
When there was a strong rumour he was coming back, I was like, oh, please.
Yeah. Vidra's the only one I think we have cooked up with. That said, I don't think he would have ran to his game the way he has now at Derby. Again, it's like Luca 9 or the other players we've released over the years or sold. You find the way they've only developed because they've gone down that particular path. They wouldn't have done it necessarily staying at the club.
Yeah. No, I agree with that, mate. I'll just talk.
But I do agree. I think we should look into bringing Vidra back if we're going to play two up front, and have competition between Gray and Vidra next to either Deeney / Okaka.
The other one is I can't remember. Paul told me about it. Someone bought it up. It weren't bad question. Well, there's no bad questions on this show. It's always a topic we like to talk about. They were saying, you know, I can't remember who mentioned it to us, Paul, about sacking the manager. Can you remember his name? Someone brought it up. Can't remember. He did say it.
It's a good shout there, yeah.
But they're saying, should we sack him now or basically hold out? Really,
we said this Sunday.
This really,
annoys
annoys me saying this because you're rewarding failure if you do. Because we've talked about this already earlier in the show. This is something that's now from the players, not the manager, because he's seeing the same patterns every time.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And it's just feeding the player power. You're saying to the players, if you fail, it's not your fault, and we aren't going to punish you. We're going to get rid of the manager.
Yeah, no, that's right. No.
And it gives player power, and I think that's where it started to swing a little bit too much. If you get rid of Gracia, unless you're getting a high-quality replacement, like a true high-quality, which you can easily justify, stick with Gracia, even though he does frustrate me and us sometimes with choices. There's no arguing that, but there's also because it's happened too many times. You see it too many times now.
Yeah, I'd like to keep Gracia. You know, I'm not happy we haven't scored an away goal. No fan is.
But it's fine margin.
Let him
as well.
chuck out and bring a couple in.
Yeah, and it's fine margin. It's not like we're being dominated week in, week out.
No, we're just
They're
not,
fine margins. You're talking.
Paul says we're dominating the ball, but we're just not scoring.
Bournemouth went from Bournemouth went from 3 points to 1 point.
Yeah.
Because of fine margins. Burnley, partly because of Nick Pope, and partly because.
Oh God, you're definitely Nick Pope.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying though.
Could have
fine
been 6
margins.
points, and it wouldn't be too bad.
That's what I'm saying. And then you say Griffin's been a superb. Just that alone. Huddersfield 0-0 to the 91st minute because of their defensive blunder all
Could have
round.
been 7 points, and it'd been great.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Lovely,
instead of having 6 points, you could be talking at least almost double, if not triple that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is fine margins, but like I said, it's a pattern though. It's every freaking game.
Gracia is not.
It's little claws, little clicks.
Gracia is not perfect in this, but he's not the cause and not the reason why.
No. You just got to do a few little tweaks, and then he's there.
Yeah, and I wonder once when we're missing key personnel, Chalobah, De La Feu.
Yeah, oh God. Well, we all know our side's scary when it's fit. It's terrifying.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like. That's what I'm saying. There's mitigating circumstance as well for this. So, unless there's a high quality. Unless it's a very high quality replacement lined up, manager wise or head coach wise. Yeah. Stick with Gracia because you're just feeding into the player power. I think that's
no, you're right.
Well, Bjorn's saying stick with our manager. End of.
Yeah,
straight away. Les is saying, why do we say we are not going back? Why do you say we are not going backwards? We certainly haven't gone forwards in the last 3 seasons.
But we're not going backwards. We're still up.
Yeah,
you couldn't have gone much.
But he's saying we're not changing from.
No, you couldn't have gone backwards any further.
Nick was saying it was just a question I asked. Personal, I think we should stick with him. Start the season, we blame the manager. Now it's down to the players underperforming, and I agree with Mick because I said shouted that out. But I'll give Mick his due. It's a good shout out. Neil saying there's campaign going now. Moves for head coach, Piss's assistant. I'll take that. I'll take the wages. Neil signed them both up. This is and Lord Seren, aka Morpheus, said we probably gave away 20 points this season.
It's ridiculous.
Minimum, Seren. I completely agree.
All teams will drop points at some point or another. That's not the issue necessarily.
No.
But it's how frequent it is.
Guys, just remember we're in association with WD18 the Watford Fans channel. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Get all your post-match, player news, club news, and fan interviews post-game. If you go to the club shop straight after the game, Jacob and the boys are there. So if you want to get yourself on camera, get to the club shop just outside. Straight after the game, 5-10 minutes minimum max after the game. They're always there. So get yourself on camera for WD18. Just remember, Paul Muzzy with his vlogs on YouTube. He is on Facebook as well. But like, share and subscribe on YouTube to get all the latest vlogs. Watford, England ladies, non-league, the lot. Go on there. And he always posts up his vlogs. Or I know Dave Quick posts a few up there as well. Happy Hornet, Watford Steve. All your latest Watford Steve the Lions merchandise. He's putting up a hell of a lot of Club Legends ones. He's also done a Graham Taylor one. Has just released it, his designs, on the forum. Check them out. They're on the first few news articles on the forum. Check his out. We've already shouted Jim Cook with Ashby St. Eve. Just remember our T-shirts. Go on there. And just remember our YouTube channel. Like, share and subscribe. TaylorMade Army TV. We'll have a few new tidbits. We will try and get our opinion video posted up like we did our bit of a half crazy one we did outside. We'll probably do a recorded one at the Red Lion as well with a few guys. We'll probably try that as well. But like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel, TaylorMade Army TV on YouTube. Sunday's podcasts are up there now. Obviously, with 1 or 2 days before each podcast at the moment is a bit tight, but I have put them both up there. So check that out. Remember, Sweets for All, Unit 5, Watford Market, Saran is there until 1 p.m. Saturday afternoon. He's there for most of the week as well, but he does a little supporter discount with little sweet bags as well. So check him out.
Which are very good.
Which are very good. Trust and tested, poison tested by ourselves in the studio as we've done it as well. And check him out as well. The Retro Rewind is not on yet, but he's promised me he is coming back. Mr. G. Breaking news, that's Mr. G's Retro Rewind. That's convenient. So, guys,
right.
Yeah, and just remember, guys, Seren sells them for £10, £5 goes to charity, but you can also go contact Graham Laycock for his mugs, the Day I Stop Supporting Watford as Day I Stop Breathing, $7.99 epilepsy charity. You get a really top quality mug, and it's for charity. So get on to Graham Laycock, $7.99 epilepsy charity, Watford mugs. And we will be selling the bumper stickers very, very shortly. We're in agreement with Graham Laycock. We will be having some official TMA T-shirts. All will be revealed very, very shortly. Possibly a player Sunday. But I've all confirmed 3 of them, but it's really time restraints. And I've got another 3 as well.
In the pipeline.
In the pipeline. All 6 have said they will do it. Like I keep saying, and I know I keep saying it, and they haven't come on yet. But I'll tell you what. They are good, and one's going to blow them. 2 of them are going to blow them out of the water. The ones we've already got, and the ones we've got have been bloody good so far.
Yeah, legends.
Neil Price, I'm coming for you. Pricey, I'm for you, and we will get Fred West, Derek Payne here as well eventually. Just before you guys, sorry guys, I'm nicking all your. We'll probably give away 20 points like Lord Sorrento, Graham Local in his cups. Yeah, we shouted it out, Mick. Cheers, mate. Good shout out, mate. I think we've gone very much forwards the last 3 seasons personally, like you just said, mate.
Yeah. First season was survival, bringing in experienced heads. Last season was trying to push over, and I think on the whole that was actually a bit of a failure last season, what we're trying to do. This season, we've recruited smart. We did well with the head coach. Everything seemed to work. And then the Everton game turned everything on its head.
Don't remind me of that bloody game.
Yeah.
That killed me.
But when you're looking about on the season, they're always going to make it. They're always going. That is going to be. That's the turning point for the whole form. The whole season turned on that game.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
But I'm saying before. But again, as you're saying, this season we've moved hugely in the right direction. We've just been unfortunate with injuries and circumstance.
Well, like we said, this new doctor's come in and he seems to be doing all right with that. So let's hope it kicks on to next season.
I think next season, we'll see a drastic decrease in preventable injuries.
Yeah.
So the hamstrings will be that kind of thing.
Yeah.
The things like the challenged kneecap, that sort of thing happens. That's just unlucky. Whereas things like
fatigue injuries, I've always said, and I will say it all day long until I'm blue in the face. Fatigue injuries are preventable. Twisting knees, knee injuries, certain ones you cannot predict.
Twisting, you said twisting ones. When you're moving, that sort of thing could happen any time. But it's movement as in when you're just simply working a muscle, just running.
Cramp at 60 minutes gone is unforgivable.
No, too often.
Stuff like that I will never defend.
Graham Taylor would never forgive that.
No, you never get cramp at this level. Taylor, exactly. But was it with, like I say, Zarati's injury and stuff like that? You cannot help those ones. They're ACLs, and you cannot help.
Like Pereira's one he got against Man City.
You can't help that.
Was also Gundogan's one for them.
If they keep having fatigue and you keep pulling up with muscle spasms and stuff like that,
that's
then
preventable.
Eventually, I would go, come on, get on.
Once or twice over the season, that's unlucky.
Yeah.
But it's a pattern.
It's how many? It's the quantity of people getting injured at once. That's
even the players that say injury free.
Yeah.
Get them. That's when you have problems.
Yeah. Bjorn saying first season brilliant, expected to go down second season is the most difficult. Obviously, second season.
Which we nearly did. We very nearly did.
We survived third season at the stadium and the players we've got. End of. And has Kabul Has Cabal's cold cleared up yet? Chrissy Bell saying.
I think he's dead for all I know.
I think even his mother don't know he's about. So it's been like he's turning into the Danny Ings of Watford. We just don't see him anymore, and then he suddenly appears out of nowhere. I'd love Cabal to come back because he was good. He's solid.
I think
he's fit.
Cabal, in theory, is the same as Capu. In theory, our best midfielder or defender in this case.
Well, we've got Capu, Hector Capu. I just don't think you understand Duncan, though. You know, carry on.
But again, it's not going to happen. He's got too many injuries in the same areas that all recur. A bit like Company had for most of his Man City career.
Yeah.
They'll just reoccur. So I think about just cutting your losses, selling, either loan him or sell him, let Breeter's contract expire, return Wage. They've got a nice core of Cathcart, Cabasali, Mariappa, Prodel.
Oh,
those are 4 centre backs. Add, if you need one more, add one more.
Yeah.
And then just make sure they're fit and reliable.
Well, Super Darren Grimley's made an appearance at last. Super Darren Grimley turns up 5 minutes to go. She's a good-looking ground now. Yeah, no, I agree with that. My dad, when he turned up Boxing Day last year, just went wow because, like I say, he lived there freaking years and he always remembered the terracing, and he hasn't been there for actually standing there and looking around and observing it for a few years now, and he just went wow.
I see, yes, because I've been in the same seat for about 17 years. You take that for granted almost, the translation.
Until you actually take it all in and sort of look around, you think.
That's it. I remember I think I had that moment back in August last year. I think it was a cup game we crashed out in. Funny enough, but I had that moment back then. But looking around it, even though I've been there for years and years.
Appreciate how far we come.
Yeah, exactly. We just built the Century stand, that area. It's around that time frame.
So
we lost.
I remember looking at it from years ago, and I always come back mid-90s, but around the 92 time when we were just about thinking, that's it. That was John Bond there, I thought you said that. Yeah. But no, you're looking at about 92 time when we still had the old stands, and we were stuck.
Wooden terraces.
Wooden terraces. We were still about to the wooden terrace, shall we say, was the family stand, but we still haven't built the seats. Stand, we still family stand. The East stand was family stand. The old EG was the family stand. That was the family stand. That bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some of that was family.
We haven't done it, have we? Though, yet?
What?
The school.
True.
We'll come back to that in a minute.
But that bit was when you look at that then. When before we built the seats underneath the Rouse, there's now the Taylor, and we still had the terracing. Then you stand there on top of the Rouse, shall we say, on the Rouse, and look around the new stands, or the technically our new stands. You look and think, geez, even a lick of paint on the dormitories, it looks totally different.
Yeah. Having paint, for example, when you're going up the stairs on the or downstairs, whereas the down on Vicarage Road entrance, far right next to the hospital, having the paint there, instead of having the grey concrete, it's so nicer.
Oh God, just the Watford bit. When I first saw it,
it's such a nice change. The steps that were grey before, at least have.
Well, the sides of the dormitory, it just looked like concrete. Now they've blacked it out or put red on it.
That's what I'm saying.
It touches like that.
Yeah, big difference. Honestly, big difference. So, score. Right. So I think we're running out of time here now, aren't we?
Yeah, but we'll go through because I ain't got my missus texting me going.
I'm going 1-0 Watford.
2-1.
Pitch predictor.
Pitch predictor again, guys. What's your predictions, boys?
I'm going to go for the pitch prediction.
Very good. 1-0.
Well done.
I'll take either one.
It's a happy ending.
I reckon it'd be a quick early goal by Watford, 10 minutes, and then it'd just be panic.
I think they're either going to be. It's going to finish 2-1. It's either going to be that. It's obvious that if they score first, we win 2-1. We score first, they equalise, we win 2-1. Because we can easily go 2-0 up and then they score. Yeah. I think it's going to be tight, 1-1, then we get the winner.
Yeah.
Either way,
like what they did to us almost, and that's it. Except that was just.
I don't think it'd be as dramatic.
Not as dramatic.
It'd be similar. I think we'll just.
I'm going to go with Richarlison and Pereira.
Right? Can I? Your mum's just said this. I was going to say this. Yeah. Shake your hand. Well done for your team getting promoted to Division 1.
Well done,
Oh, that's the. That isn't related to Watford. That's
this is not Watford related, but
that was the five-side team I played.
His five-side team got promoted, so well done, Sir Dunk.
Hooray!
It's a Lord Dunk almost.
So that Watford contract out.
Yeah, you can be back up to Dalberg, mate.
Oh,
I'll be back with the back one.
Right, we've got Bjorn saying 2-1 Hornets, and Lord Seren said 1-1. Watford Steve 2-2. Super Darren Grimley, Super Dan, Super Darren Grimley. 2-1 to the Hornets.
No,
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Lots of pitch predictions here.
Plenty of pitch predictors.
Right, guys, reminder of 1:30 in the Red Lion, because obviously the bunker is not going to be open because they're doing changes to it. All big changes apparently. Go on the 1881 for more information if you want to dig a bit deeper about it. But it will not be open on Saturday, so we'll be doing a TMA meet-up at 1:30 in the Red Lion. No, we are not made of money either.
Jesus.
What do you mean you're not?
No, we're not for there, of course.
Duncan knows we can find it. We'll sneak Duncan in as well.
So he's overage.
But that's it. Yeah,
I got my ID.
Just Sunday. Me, the young man, Deano, and Danny Iron will be 2 weeks in a row. He's back. He wants to come back. With the public have wanted it. The public are gonna get it.
They've
Danny
decided.
Iron, yes. Mr. Danny Iron is back on Sunday. So, Seren, before saying, he said, I will play against Duncan to test how really good he is. Seren, all I can say is you won't even go near him, mate, because I'll be in front of him. But Morpheus, when he starts touching the ball, he goes, he's beginning to believe.
Yeah, he's beginning to believe.
But there you go. Right, guys, just, I know some of these guys want to finish off, but thank you ever so much, guys. You know, like I said, Moobs is never satisfied. We've only got 914. Keep telling everyone, tell his milkman, tell his postman, tell his co-workers, tell anyone who's Watford fan, get them into the forum, tell them on the other forums as well. We always endorse you going on the other forums and joining them as well. But get all the other guys from all the other forums. We're friends with them as well, so get them on here. Let's get over 1,000. Let's get people talking. You're already posting your thoughts, your polls, your opinions. This podcast, we'll enjoy it. It's enjoyable because you guys make it enjoyable. So just once again, guys, as always, thank you ever so much. Keep them coming. The the podcast is there because you make it great. And once again, shout out to Davey Quick for all the news and updates. Thank you very much, guys. And all the admin, you know who you are. Thank you very much. So, and you guys go on.
Yeah, it's a good night from him.
Good night from here.
And it's good night from him.
And see you at Watford on Saturday.
See you later, guys.
See you later.
Hit the button, Duncan.
Hit the button, Duncan. Cheers, guys.
Bye. I did what, right?
Yeah.
And then go to end.
There you are. Oh, for God's sake. This is going well.
Well, you're all right.
Any second now. There we are.